Hey girl, it's Teresa Shea from Fly Freeze Fab. Let's do these Van Cleef inspired nails from start to finish. Let me show you how I made these press-ons.
I told him that my love is free, but can you match me?
Okay, let's start off with the prep. Today I'm using the Novo Oval Extra Thick Long Square Nails. I love these, by the way. I get them on Amazon along with everything else I'm using in this tutorial. So I grab my sizes and I make sure they fit in my natural nails from sidewall to sidewall. Then I file the tip of the nail. This way it's nice and smooth. I don't want like the plastic tabs to be there or anything like that. I like these nails from Novo Oval because they're super sturdy, like right out the box. Next, I spray some rubbing alcohol. I use 91% isopropyl alcohol. I get it in the spray bottle at Walmart. And then I spray it on a lint-free nail wipe and I wipe down all of my nails. I do this to make sure there's no like dust or debris so it doesn't mess up my gel polishes. Next, I'm using a base gel. This one is by Beetles, and because these are like plain, clear nail tips, you gotta put something down before you start going in with like your polishes and like, your base color and doing the nail art, all of those things. You wanna make sure you use a base gel first. So I just do one coat on all of the nails and then I cure it underneath my nail lamp. Now let's get into the polish. I'm going to use Sunset Suede by D&D Gel. This is one of my go-to favorite base colors. It's a beautiful brown girl friendly shade. Now it is very sheer though, so whenever I use this polish, I typically will do 2 coats. So first I'm going to go in and do 1 coat on all of the nails, cure that underneath my nail lamp, and then do a second coat. The key here is you want to make sure that you keep those coats nice and thin. And like, see the difference here, like 1 coat versus 2 coats? Okay, now it's time to add the nail stickers. I got these gold and silver nail stickers on Amazon, and I'm going to use the gold ones today for this nail set. They look a lot like the Van Cleef Alhambras. So before I use nail stickers, I like to wipe down all of the nails again with the rubbing alcohol. This just helps the nail stickers like stick better to the nails. I bend the plastic that the nail stickers come on just like a little bit to help me get the nail sticker off. I pick them up using a nail art tweezer, and then I'm pressing them down with a silicone nail tool. This really helps me make sure that I get the nail sticker nice and flat so it doesn't lift up. And the key is you really want to make sure you press down on the edges too. So again, picking it up with the nail tweezer, I pick the sticker up with the nail tweezer and then I press it down using the silicone nail tool. And I'm just going to keep repeating this process. What I like to do is I will use the larger sizes of the nail stickers, like on my bigger nails, so like nails like 1 and 3, or like maybe even sometimes 2 and 4. And then I try to reserve the smaller nail stickers for my pinky nail. Girl, these nails are already looking so luxurious. Next, I'm going to show you how I'm using this gold holographic nail chrome powder. So I'm starting with this no wipe gel top coat by, I believe the brand name is pronounced Mugoy, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to only cure that for 10 seconds under my nail lamp, and here's why. Yes, I do know that the rule of thumb is usually you cure it for half of the time that it says on the back of the product label, and then you go in with your nail chrome powder. However, with this new nail lamp, and this is a cordless pink light wireless nail lamp that I got from D&D Gel. I got this for my press on nails event, Get Pressed Babe. When I was using it there and at home, I noticed that when I cured the top coat for more than 10 seconds, I could not get the chrome powder to stick to the nail anymore when I went to buff it in. So I'm using one of those like, an eyeshadow applicator tool and like buffing the nail chrome powder onto the nail. That is how you apply it. You will notice like sometimes if the top coat is cured too much or like if there's another issue, that it simply won't stick. And I was running into that when I cured the top coat for longer under this particular nail lamp. That is why I'm only curing it for 10 seconds. Anyways, after you finish like buffing in the nail chrome powder, you want to completely cure the top coat. If you want to do more than 1 coat of the nail chrome powder, then you're going to repeat that process. Now I ain't gonna hold you. This nail chrome powder I found to be like a little harder to work with under this nail lamp, but baby, we got there. So now I'm gonna do 1 coat of builder gel on all of the nails, and I'm using it just to help like seal in and protect the design, like the nail stickers, the chrome powder, and I'm also gonna cap the tip of the nails to help seal the design as well. Usually people would use the builder gel to like help strengthen the nails and things like that, but like I mentioned, these extra thick nail tips by Novo Oval, they're already really sturdy. I'm using it to help seal in the design. And then once I've got that all on there, I cure them under my nail lamp for about 90 seconds. Now it's time for top coat. This is the Goy top coat once again, and I use this as a final step when I'm making my press-on nails. I really like how like nice and shiny it makes the nails, and this one never has peeled or like cracked or chipped or anything like that on me, so I keep getting this over and over. I really love this one, and I only ever do 1 coat and I cure it under my nail lamp for about like 90 seconds. Okay, then very important next step after the top coat is I wipe all the nails down again with rubbing alcohol on that lint-free nail wipe. This gets rid of that tacky layer that can be left after your nails are done curing. So it doesn't feel like uncured gel, but sometimes they may feel like slightly tacky. This is the step that gets rid of that. Okay, girl, now it's time to get pressed. So, good nail prep is key for making sure that your press on nails really stay on for a good long time. I am starting off by removing my cuticles, and I am using the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. Basically, you apply it, you let it sit for 60 seconds, and then you just take like a wooden nail tool, kind of like what I'm using, and then you're able to sort of like scrape off the cuticle. I prefer to do it this way because next I like to apply a nail strengthening treatment just to like help keep up with my natural nail health underneath my press on nails. I am using this one by Nail Aid. It's like a 3-day keratin treatment or something like that, right? And when you apply this one, it says to do 2 coats. So when I use it, I try to make sure it dries down all the way in between coats, because if I don't, when I go to buff it in my next step, like it'll kind of roll off in a really weird way. And I'm buffing them using a 240 grit nail buffer. And girl, you really want to get in there, like use that elbow grease, girl. Get them nice and roughed up looking. Then I wipe down my natural nails using that lint-free nail wipe and some more rubbing alcohol just to get like all the excess dust off my nails. I just really wipe my nails down really well. Then next I go in with a nail dehydrator. This is the pH Bronzer by Apres. Honestly, their dehydrator and nail primer is the only thing that I find really helps my nails stay on longer. I've tried them by other brands before, and for me, nothing has worked as well as Apres. Like, I feel like my nails came off sooner than when I used the Apres one. So I stick with their dehydrator and I use their primer as well. And I just do 1 coat on all of my nails, and it dries pretty quickly. So I just move right on to the next step, which is the primer that I'm doing right now. So the primer is going to make your nails feel a bit sticky, and this is going to help make sure my nails are really locked. Now I'm going to glue on my nails. I do like the BTR Box nail glue. That is the Amazon recommendation that I have for you guys. However, my all-time favorite is the Beauty Secrets Drip and Clog Proof Nail Glue that you get at Sally Beauty. And what I do is I apply some to my natural nail, then I apply some to the back of the press-on, and let me just tilt my hand so you guys can see. I put the press-on nails on at a 45-degree angle when I go to press them down. So nail glue on my natural nail, some on the back of the press-on nail, and then I go and press it down, and I hold it for probably about like 15 seconds or something like that. Nothing too crazy. And the key here is when you glue on your press-on nails, you have to at least let the nail glue dry for at least an hour before you get your hands wet, because if you don't, your nails will start to lift sooner. For me, the best possible scenario is to actually glue them on before I go to bed, because then I'm not going to get my hands wet for like at least 6 to 8 hours. Then I wake up, my nails are locked and in place. But at any rate, overall, this nail prep routine keeps my press-on nails locked in for at least 2 weeks. I don't have any issues with them popping off or going anywhere, and I am someone who washes their hands a lot. And then when I'm done, I just file the tips of the nails and just to make sure everything looks nice and smooth. And then once the nail glue is completely dry, I go in with this cuticle oil by BTR Box. It feels nice and luxurious, and it's just a great finishing touch. So I really love how this nail set came out. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you. You can catch me on TikTok, Instagram, all the places, child. I'm Fly Fierce Fab everywhere online. Thanks for watching. Stay snatched, and I'll see you next time.
Covered these